90 Day, the last resort couple Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs' future after season 2 of the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off in which he accused Russian woman Julia of cheating has been revealed. Julia from Krasnodar worked as a go-go dancer in South Korea when she met Brandon, but the Virginia man didn't like her dancing at the club after they married. Julia and Brandon also couldn't see eye to eye on the topic of having a baby. Julia wished to go back home as Brandon started to increasingly get influenced by his parents. All couples from 90 Day, the last resort season 1 apart from Jovi Dufresne and Yara Zaya have split, and it looked like Julia and Brandon would get divorced despite getting couples therapy. However, Reddit user Tanya_ shared proof that Julia and Brandon are still together. The fan happened to spot the 90 Day Fiancé couple at what looked like a restaurant. They explained that they saw Brandon and fam out for lunch in Dinwiddie, Virginia, where the Gibbs are from. Ron and Betty Gibbs were not visible in the picture, but Brandon and Julia were engaged in conversation. When Brandon brings up the incident on the show, it is during a therapy session. However, Julia's surprised reaction suggests the incident took place a long time ago. Perhaps it was even before Brandon and Julia got engaged, but Brandon has still not been able to move past it. Julia even asks Brandon, "Now you bring this up?" suggesting she wasn't expecting Brandon to still be hurt by what she did. Julia did address the trailer in her recent Instagram post. Julia admitted she had forgiven herself for what happened in the past. She mentioned that 90 Day, the last resort season 2 was going to be difficult and emotional for her since she opened her soul on camera and exposed everything that had been weighing her down. Julia had indeed been posting cryptic photos of her crying or talking in riddles on her Instagram in the past several months, suggesting she was splitting up with Brandon. However, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Brandon and Julia are still very much together. Julia and Brandon were separated for their 4th anniversary in April 2024. In the month before, Brandon had not accompanied Julia for her citizenship ceremony, which was very special to her, since she was facing deportation and had also lost most of her official documents. It's likely that Brandon may have been traveling and couldn't join Julia. Julia and Brandon recently went on a Eurotrip, which was also cut short because of something that happened back home. Julia was upset, but the 90 Day, the last resort couple seemed to have, yet again, resolved their issues.